in my head, I feel like I'm a transgender female to male, but also like a drag queen.
In social media today, there are many different kinds of stars. There are stars who are famous because of their skills, whether it be singing, dancing, makeup, creation, or something in between. There are those who are famous because of their personalities and how they lure you in to the extent that you want to hear everything that they have to say. And then there are the stars who are infamous. You know the type. You want them to go away, but they just don't go away for one reason or another, and one of those stars is Trisha Paytas. She's someone that people really want to get canceled, and they might just get their wish. Allow us to show you 8 reasons why Trisha Paytas is getting canceled. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 8. Her rise to stardom. To understand who Trisha Paytas is, you have to understand the lengths she's gone to in order to not just get followers, but get constant attention and prove that she's not going anywhere. For over a decade, she's posted mukbangs, hysterical personal vlogs from her kitchen floor, and gotten into more public feuds than maybe any other influencer. She's battled David Dobrik, Ethan Klein, and Charli D'Amelio, to name a few. In her 12 years on YouTube, Paytas has grown a following of 4.9 million subscribers on her main account, and 1.36 million on her separate vlog channel. No matter who she's dating or who she's arguing with, her subscribers can't get enough. And she's penetrated nearly every corner of the online world. She even manages to make a video about cooking scrambled eggs entertaining. She has also claimed to be transgender and had dissociative identity disorder in the past. A self-confessed troll, Paytas is always trying to get featured on YouTube gossip aficionado Keemstar's show Drama Alert, and every decision she makes seems to get people talking. She told Insider the last 12 years have been amazing and she always wanted to be known. "I never cared about being rich or anything, still don't," she said. "I just have this constant need for attention. Maybe that's a bad thing, maybe not, but it's how I thrive." It may be how she thrives, but it also, in her own way, proves how unstable and irrational she is.
Nachos with extra cheese.
Number 7. Obsessions. Pop quiz. Why did Trisha Paytas go and start a channel for herself? It was because of Quentin Tarantino. No, really. She started the channel to count down to one of his movies and did various things to go and celebrate him. Which, to be fair, is not a bad way to do a channel, as there are plenty of fan channels out there. The catch, though, is that it didn't stay there, and for over a decade and a half, in some ways she's jumped from one obsession to the other to see how it suits her. For example, she's apparently on an Adam Sandler kick right now. He's Jewish and funny and schlubby and gets really attractive people in all his movies, she explains. So right now my phase is, I want to be him. I'm sure in 6 months I'm going to be someone else. She's so much into Sandler that she apparently went and bought some of his movie costumes for thousands of dollars. And like she admitted, in a few months she'll probably go and get a new obsession and each one makes her seem crazier than before. Which in some ways is art. In 2010, she attempted to beat the Guinness World Record for speed talking. And despite failing to do so, still scored appearances on The Ellen DeGeneres Show and America's Got Talent. She doesn't care if her attempts at doing special things fails or doesn't get her far. As long as she gets her attention from viewers and others, she's fine. And that's what drives people crazy at points.
How long do you think until the world ends?
Number 6. From one show to the next. Her vanity is easily her biggest weakness, as she'll go and do anything to get on camera in a major way. Back in 2010, Paytas claimed to be a tanning addict on an episode of My Strange Addiction. In a YouTube video, she further explained it helped her with her physical shape and acne. She's been cast in episodes of Modern Family and Who Wants to Be a Superhero, and the movie Wonderlust, which starred Paul Rudd and Jennifer Aniston. Paytas also appeared in the music videos of several artists, including Eminem, Amy Winehouse, The All-American Rejects, and Les Savy-Fav. In 2013, she was a guest on Dr. Phil, and spoke out against people who criticize her looks in a segment called Girls Who Bash Girls Who Dress Sexy. Paytas began building more of an audience on YouTube when she started being more opinionated and experimenting with comedy skits, such as her video Couples Therapy, Ryan Reynolds and Scarlett Johansson. She also received some attention for saying she was going to vote for Mitt Romney in 2012. She literally jumps from one idea to the next to see what gets her the next bout of attention.
Than that of, if like, oh, my parents are white, they're like, unless like my mom cheated on my dad or something like that with a black guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, which could be, but he's like, no, but even like further back, I feel like you have something in you. And I was like, that's so crazy.
Number 5, clickbait. In the social media world we live in, there's a trend that just about every major star does. From music icons to kid stars like JoJo Siwa and social media stars, they all do clickbait videos. Paytas has admitted that some of her more outlandish videos were posted just to get the clicks. She told Business Insider her support of Romney was one of those cases, as this was a video where she claimed dogs don't have brains. She said she thought dumbing herself down would get her views, and she didn't realize that more people would watch if I was just real and true to who I was. Although that statement is debatable because some people intentionally do clickbait videos and do fine, and to be honest, does anyone really know who Trisha Paytas is? Because she certainly doesn't go and stay herself for too long if you haven't noticed.
10. I wanted to be a Teletubby.
Number 4. Not a person. Case in point, in 2017, Paytas uploaded a video called I'm No Longer a Person, where she walked around in her underwear and said she didn't want to be identified as Trisha, a female, or anything anymore. Because I no longer have an identity, she said. I don't want to be made fun of or compared to my videos because they are no longer me. I'm stepping back from a persona, from a person that is Trish. She also said people shouldn't wear clothes. While certain people would definitely like that last line to come true, the fact that she would go and do this kind of video is exactly why people want her canceled. She's all over the place. And the ironic thing is that she has a career in other areas that is somewhat successful, like being an author and doing music. She's released 9 albums, believe it or not. The problem though is that she's more interested in just getting random bouts of attention and that she can't settle on anything at all.
I no longer have an identity.
Number 3. Chicken Nugget. Thought the last one was weird? Oh, it gets worse. In 2016, Paytas faced backlash over a coming out video in which she claimed to identify as a chicken nugget. When you feel like a chicken nugget, you feel like not delicious, Paytas said. Well, you feel delicious, but you also feel like fried and fake on the inside. I'm pink goop and now I'm a chicken nugget. I don't think I should be considered crazy for identifying as such, she added. Yeah, it's crazy, Trisha, and people weren't amused by it at all. Now, you could argue this is just for fun, but there's a difference between doing something for fun and doing something for stupidity's sake. These last 2 things are definitely the latter.
I woke up this morning feeling like a chicken nugget.
Number 2. The feuds. Another reason that people are very much tired of Trisha Paytas is because of the feuds she's had over her time in the spotlight. To be clear, some of them are legit, like her war with ex Jason Nash and his best friend David Dobrik, who is getting canceled himself right now. But others just come off as extremely petty and make her seem like not just an overly emotional person, but a dumb one at that. And trust us when we say that she's feuded with a lot of people.
You think?
I think Jason's mom wants to date him.
Why?
She's like obsessed with him. She buys.
Number 1. So why isn't she canceled? That is the million-dollar question right there, and honestly, we don't know. Trisha Paytas has done a lot of crap, no doubt, and there are some things she does that are just really weird. But the reason that many feel she isn't canceled is that she just does enough to keep attention on her that people just can't help but watch. This is an irony of social media that is viewable in many different stars, but Trisha Paytas arguably does it best. She shouldn't be famous, but she is, and she knows it. And she keeps playing things up in order to keep that fame. She's done a lot in her career and she knows how to keep it going. So unless she does something really bad, people are going to keep watching her. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Trisha Paytas and how she's going to get herself canceled one of these days because of how she acts and the various controversies she gets herself into? Do you follow her on one of her platforms? What do you think of her antics? Is she a clear example of social media stardom going too far? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and we'll see you next time on the channel.